Hi, welcome to Rob on Holiday. Today we're staying at the Coronado Springs Resort in Walt Disney World. I'm going to start by looking at the map because it is a huge resort. Let's check this out. Now we're staying at the new Gran Destino Tower that overlooks the lake, but it's also a convention centre. And there's various areas you can stay in. You've got the Casitas, Ranchos, Cabanas, and also there's a restaurant, I think it's the Lago restaurant in the middle of the lake. And then the centrepiece of the whole hotel is the dig site, which is probably Disney's most incredible pool with a full Aztec pyramid next to the pool. So we're going to look at all that and see whether it's worth you staying here. El Centro used to be the resort's hub. Now many of its services, including the main reception, have moved to Gran Destino Tower, but you can still find many of the resort's restaurants here. The old reception area has been transformed into a nice seating area. You'll notice that there are lots of areas of the resort like this, and this is because the Coronado Springs has a convention centre and therefore regularly hosts guests on business trips. Beyond this area is an indoor walkway over to the Gran Destino, which we'll be showing you later in the video. Next to the fountain near the entrance you'll find Panchitos, the resort's gift shop. Here you can shop for Walt Disney World and Coronado Springs specific merchandise, as well as some basic food and medical supplies. The dining options in El Centro are to the left of Panchitos, at various points down a long corridor. First there's Cafe Rick's, a grab-and-go kiosk serving coffee, sandwiches and pastries. This location is usually only open in the morning. Next door is Rick's Sports Bar and Grill, an upmarket sports bar where you can watch games in the evening and enjoy classic American fare such as burgers and wings. Opposite Rick's Bar is El Mercado del Coronado, the main quick service location at the resort. El Mercado del Coronado is open all day and serves your typical range of burgers, pizzas and sandwiches, as well as some Tex-Mex options. Also in this area of the hotel, you'll find the entrance to the convention centre. The final dining option in El Centro is the Mayan Grill, a table service restaurant serving Mexican and Tex-Mex dishes. There are three main accommodation villages at Coronado Springs: Casitas, Ranchos and Cabanas. Directly to the left of El Centro is Casitas. This is the area of the resort where the preferred rooms are located. Casitas was our favourite of the three villages. The architecture is reminiscent of the Spanish buildings of the American Southwest, with some beautiful water features sprinkled throughout the various courtyards. First impressions of the Casitas area, very nice indeed. You've got this courtyard with a beautiful water feature here, and all the rooms go around here, but it's not just a plain building. You look at it, you've got like a Spanish or Mexican style building, the adobe colours. It's really nice. We've just walked through the Casitas areas, and everywhere you look it's absolutely breathtaking. The balconies of the apartments are really ornate, a lot of detail on them. The landscaping is superb, the grass and the trees, and every so often you see a really good water feature like this lion fountain. And additionally, when you're staying at the Coronado Springs, as well as going to all the bars and restaurants that the site has to offer, it's worth taking a walk around the areas, the Casitas, just to see the fountains lit up at night. It is truly special. Florida's changeable weather means we're doing the second part of our tour of the accommodation at the Coronado Springs in less sunny weather, let's say, but it's still pretty warm. So just next to the Gran Destino Tower here, there's a little lake, and these are the Cabanas. We've got like a nice little artificial beach there. We're going to look over there. And also just around the corner, the Ranchos. So let's get going on these two. The Cabanas are located to the right of El Centro, next to the Gran Destino Tower. The Cabanas are the least interesting section of the resort as far as appearance goes, but they are a good location between the Gran Destino Tower and the dig site pool. The final accommodation section is Ranchos, which have a more rural, rustic look. The theming is almost reminiscent of Frontierland with the burnt orange rocks around the buildings.
This is the dig site, which is the main pool area for the Coronado Springs, and I think I've seen a lot of the pools around Disney World. This has to be the best. I mean, how many have something like a giant Aztec pyramid next to the pool? It's just an absolutely stunning architectural site.
The dig site is my favourite pool at Walt Disney World because of the beautiful Mayan pyramid. There are plenty of sun lounges and tables and chairs surrounding the pool, and we didn't have a problem finding a seat. As this is a moderate resort, you can get towels for free at the main pool.
Like a lot of Disney pools, the dig site is open till 11 o'clock in the evening, which gives you a great chance to come and wind down in the pool at night, keep cool, but also come and get some fabulous photos of the pyramid as it starts to light up, the magic hour, the red sky, the lights on the pyramid and the sun going down. It's really atmospheric.
Within the dig site area, there's Siesta Cantina, the pool bar. As well as serving drinks, you can also get full meals such as burgers and pizzas here. This is great if you want a pool day at your resort. The resort's arcade is also located here, as well as the children's playground. The centrepiece of the Coronado Springs Resort is Lago Dorado. I don't know about you, but I love lakes and water features, so this is a big plus of staying here.
This is a new addition to the Coronado Springs in the last few years, the Three Bridges restaurant in the centre, Via del Lago. The three bridges that go from various points of the resort and meet in the middle. You've got the bar and restaurant in the middle, and of course looking across the Gran Destino Tower here. Everywhere you look in this resort, there's something really interesting to see.
And the addition of the three bridges across the lake has made walking around the resort a lot quicker and easier.
This is the Gran Destino Tower, the newest part of the Coronado Springs Resort. Now, while the rest of Coronado Springs is inspired by Mexico and Southwestern American states, the Gran Destino Tower is inspired by the artistry of architects like Gaudi and artists like Salvador Dali. Everywhere you look in this place, there's something incredible to see, and we're going to show you.
You can enter the Gran Destino Tower on the second level, where you'll find the reception and the stunning two-level lobby. The decor and facilities inside the tower make you feel like you're staying at a deluxe resort whilst paying moderate prices.
Downstairs from the lobby is the Barcelona Lounge, and these columns have a bit of the Sagrada Familia about them. Now, the Barcelona Lounge is well named because if you've been to Barcelona, you may recognise the inspiration for behind the bar here. I mean, it's a bit like the mosaics at Park Güell or the Sagrada Familia itself. It's definitely got a Gaudi feel, and that Barcelona name is just a great name for this place.
In addition to the Barcelona Lounge, if you head to the top floor of the tower, you'll find Toledo, a tapas, seafood and steak restaurant, and the Dahlia Lounge, a bar with a terrace offering great views of the lake and of the fireworks from several Disney parks. The rooms at the Gran Destino Tower are again more reminiscent of a deluxe resort room than a moderate. We stayed in a water view room, which meant that we had views over Lago Dorado. Our room had 2 double beds, ample desk space, a TV, coffee maker, safety deposit box and plenty of USB and plug outlets. The bathroom is quite spacious and has a walk-in shower with beautiful tiling detail on the walls. The Gran Destino Tower rooms are more expensive than the standard rooms available at Coronado Springs, but they are much cheaper than a deluxe resort room, so I would say that it's worth it if you're looking for a little more luxury. Just like all Disney hotels, Coronado Springs provides bus transportation to all 4 Walt Disney World theme parks and Disney Springs. However, because the resort is so large, there are 4 bus stops, 1 at each of the villages and 1 at Gran Destino Tower. This means that your bus will circle the resort before heading to the parks. At busier times, you may not get on the first bus that arrives at one of the later stops. The buses that we took stopped at Casitas first and then headed clockwise, making the Gran Destino the last stop.
Oh, we finish our day at the Coronado Springs in the Barcelona lounge with a Spanish margarita. Cheers. The good thing about the Coronado Springs is there are so many different sections, and I've decided to do me round up here with a map so it can remind me what there is. I mean, first of all, there's 3 main areas: the Casitas, the Ranchos and the Cabanas. The Cabanas has a nice artificial beach, but I thought the best area was Casitas, with its ornamental fountains done in the Spanish architectural style. The Ranchos area is really nice as well. It's got some great artificial rock formations and it's really nicely landscaped. Now this time we stayed in the Gran Destino Tower. Based as it is, it's got its architecture based on Barcelona. The Barcelona lounge in there is absolutely fabulous, and you can see touches of Salvador Dali and Gaudi all through the place. The main draw here is the dig site. It's simply the best pool on the Walt Disney World site. I mean, how many pools could you say they've got something like a grand Aztec pyramid standing next to the pool? It's absolutely stunning, both in the day and at night when it's lit up. And the pool itself is really big and it's got a nice entry section. There are quite a few sections where you can step down into the pool. It's also a convention centre. If you're coming on your holidays, you're probably not going to worry about that, but be aware that there are quite often conventions on here, so you'll see plenty of people in suits walking about the hotel. Doesn't bother me, I'm on my holidays, but it's just something to bear in mind if that kind of thing bothers you. But in summary, this is quite simply one of the best Walt Disney World hotels we've seen. Thanks for watching Rob on Holiday. We hope you enjoyed our guide to Coronado Springs in Walt Disney World. Keep tuned for new videos, and thanks for watching.